This is Sanjeev from Tackle. In today's video, we are going to check how to optimize the photo export in Affinity Photo if you want to use the images for web usage. So if you are managing any blogs or online sites where you want to use images, it's always better to optimize your images offline, and Affinity Photo is one of the best tools which you can use to do that work. I'm not going to dig into too much in terms of how to edit your photos in Affinity Photo. I assume you know the basic and you can edit those photos accordingly. Once you are done with all your editing, if you want to export the photo, you can go into your file menu and click on export. The export menu gives you an option to export it in multiple different formats. So you need to choose which format you would like. And as soon as you select the format, based on your settings, you will see the estimated file size. So currently the estimated file size for this photo is 1.63 MB. If I use this photo with this size on any of my blogs, the page will be much heavier and will take a lot of time to load. So I don't want this image to be this big. How we can optimize that? The best possible format for web is JPEG format. So I would use JPEG format until and unless you don't have too much text in the image. JPEG format sometimes have a tendency to make those texts look little blurry. So if you have too much text, you can go with PNG, otherwise use JPG. The first option which you see here is image size. Though a lot of people and a lot of other tools allow you to do your canvas resizing and photo resizing, and all those options are also available in Affinity Photo. But it gives a very decent option. At the time of export, you can decide what size you want to export with. So if I don't want 1707 pixel, because that's usually a bigger size and I would like it little smaller, I can change the pixel size right here, say 1980, and as soon as I change the size, I see that other size is automatically accordingly changed, and this lock sign actually does that. That locks the aspect ratio. So whatever pixel you will put in one place, the other will automatically change according to that. And as soon as I have done that, you see there is some change in the estimated file size. Now it has become 1.61 MB. But that is still not sufficient. So what all we need to change? The second option is preset. It comes with a lot of preset option. Okay, JPG best quality, high quality, medium and low, and if you change all of those, you see sizes are changing. And as soon as we have made it 85, you can see that the size has reduced drastically. Though none of this preset actually have a complete web image preset, they still add a lot of things on the image which we need to remove. The first thing which I would change is the quality. Rather than 85, I would prefer to do it at 80. As soon as you move out, you see the image size again has been recalculated and it has become very small compared to what it was earlier. And the preset also is gone. Please don't change the preset back, because these settings will also get changed. Come here, make sure that you have removed this. Don't export layers hidden by export persona. So we don't need that, and click on more. Now in this more button, you can see there is a lot of options. It embeds ICC profile, which we don't want. Any embedded data is not useful for web images. So you can remove the embed metadata and embed ICC profile. Click on progressive and close. Now you can see that the image from 1.63 MB, it has come down to 331 KB, which is much lesser. It is still 331 KB because of the size. If you are not using it for something bigger, where you need it in a full page or something like that, and you change the size to 1200, you can see it has become 135 KB. So the size also plays a very important role here. You need to make sure that you are creating the image in a size which is usable or which you need on your web page. Once all this is done, you can click on more and click on manage presets and create a preset and give it a name as web image. Okay. So next time onwards, if you want to export, you can directly select the web image and you will get this preset. Okay, so let's cancel this. Come here and do a export again, and you can see that in a JPG we have, earlier we used to have 4 presets, now we have a web image which automatically gives you 80% and doesn't embed ICC profile, doesn't embed data, it is progressive, and you can directly just size it accordingly and export it out for your web users. So that's how you can export your images in Affinity Photo for the web pages. If you have any questions, please drop a comment down below and I will be glad to answer that. If you like the video, hit a like button, or if you want more of these kind of tutorials, hit a subscribe button.